Hi, it's Ashley from Sweet Dreams Bake Shop, and I know I've decorated a lot of different types of cakes, but I haven't done a classic chocolate cake yet, so I thought I would show you how I like to decorate my chocolate cakes. I'm starting with some Italian meringue buttercream, and I'm making it chocolate flavored by adding in a good pour of melted chocolate, and it's really up to you how much melted chocolate you want to add. If you want to see my Italian meringue buttercream recipe, you can go ahead and click that right-hand corner. Now what I'm doing is I'm making some chocolate spheres. All I have here is some melted chocolate chips, and then I'm using my sphere molds. Making chocolate spheres can be a little bit tricky because even though the mold does a lot of the work for you, you do have to fill up the mold correctly. You want to make sure that you're making a hollow chocolate sphere because this is going to be a lot lighter to put on your cake and it's going to be a lot more pleasant for people to eat. So whenever you're filling your mold with chocolate, you really want to make sure you go nice and thick on the sides. That is super important or else it's really hard to put the two halves together later on. I'm going to make another really easy chocolate decoration that just uses melted chocolate chips put into a tipless piping bag. I'm just making kind of randomized circles here. Now my whole feel for this fancy chocolate cake is just to be really modern and fresh. So you can really do whatever designs you would like. You could even pipe hearts if you'd like to, but I'm really going for this kind of circular theme. Level off all of your chocolate cakes by keeping that knife in one spot and nice and flat and then using your turntable to help you. I want this cake to be a chocolate lover's dream, so I'm using all chocolate fillings, a nice thick layer of that chocolate Italian meringue buttercream to hold in all of that ganache in each layer. I did let my ganache set up for at least 2 hours so that it was nice and thick and not soupy. You'll notice that I did put a support in the center. That's really just to keep everything together since I'm using ganache and I need to crumb coat this quickly. If you don't want to use any supports in it, then I would suggest that once you're done that little portion of filling, you pop this into the fridge for at least 20 minutes to get things set and then start your crumb coat process. You'll also notice that this cake is quite tall, but I didn't put any extra supports as in no board and no bubble tea straws in there like I would normally, and that is only because I am not traveling with this cake. If you want to see how to support an extra tall cake that literally will never fall over and collapse, go ahead and click that right-hand corner. I'm adding a little bit of a chunky drip on the side of this cake. If you want your drip thinner, all you need to do is add more oil to that chocolate. I adhered the two halves of the chocolate spheres together with a little bit of melted chocolate. I've seen people do it by putting it in a hot pan just to melt it and then put it together. I just chose to do it this way because I know that my spheres don't have to be perfect since I'm going to be splattering them with gold later on anyway. All of this little white bit here is done with espresso whipped cream, and to get my whipped cream nice and stabilized and pipeable, I just make sure to whip my whipped cream really cold and for a long time. To get this kind of swirly pattern on the bottom, all I did was use a large star tip and then I used a kind of rotating swirl motion. The gold pearls adhere really nice and easily to that chocolate and that whipped cream. All I did was pour a bunch on there for a little bit of whim. Time for a generous splattering of gold, and this is just luster dust mixed with a little bit of vodka. If you don't want to use vodka, then you can use any other clear extract that you desire. Sometimes I am very much in the mood for that homemade chocolate cake feel where it looks a little bit more rustic and things are done a little bit more messily with the chocolate cake. But I also wanted to show you how you can make it look really glamorous as well while still showcasing that it has that chocolate flavor. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can be part of the Sweetie fam. Right now, I'm uploading daily, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Also, be sure to comment, request, or ask a question. I love hearing from you guys.